Hello everybody, welcome to the first round of Season 24, Season 1, I don't know how to say it, of the Vtracc Challenge, the first official season of the Vtracc Challenge, powered by tracc.eu and the SimGrid. We're here at Vtracc Laguna Seca Raceway, here to do the first round of the series at the Corkscrew V-Prix. As always, with the first round of a championship, all the points are wiped. You're starting out with a clean slate, and everything starts all over again. So as we get set to qualify here, you're in a rainy qualifying session here, so time to see who will be able to master the tricky conditions in this really short, really tight technical circuit. As you see the first car out, take a look at Jordan Brunch for the Team Iris number 15 BMW M4. Take a look who's exiting pit lane. That seems to be a BMW. That is, I believe, Rylan. For Rylan, they will be the first car out of the pit lane at the moment. As we get set for qualifying now, 20 minutes of qualifying and plenty of time to sort of brave the wet conditions, though I don't think the rain is going to let down anytime soon here. At the moment, oh, Rylan goes a bit off track here, so gonna have a pretty messy outlap to start their qualifying session, as we see Jordan Brunch get past here, going down the infamous Corkscrew corner, such an icon of this circuit. Now down through Rainy Curve, which, yes, it is rainy, but it is named after a famous motorcycle rider. Now onto final corner here for Jordan to set their qualifying lap here, their first, maybe a banker lap for now, try and get their time up on the leaderboard. So they're crossing the line now, the timing will start, so we'll see what Jordan Brunch has to prove here. Going down into the Andretti hairpin. Gets those two apexes really well. Oh, goes over the sausage curve, gets the car a little unsettled, keeps going on, but that's definitely going to lose him a lot of time. Meanwhile, Riska Kyoso, one of the quicker drivers in the field, as you can see with his pro class denominator at the back of his car, definitely going to be trying to go for overall honors here today. So speaking of the field for today's race, we have a lot of returning faces from the last season. We have Riska Kyoso, obviously, Jordan Brunch, Moritz Hiccup. We also have Ivano Shinsoi returning to the series in the number 82 BMW. Look at that, a beautiful lowrider machine. All set up for California Sun. But we have some new drivers, including what we saw earlier of Rylan. Rylan unfortunately got off to a rocky start here. Let's see if they are able to put it together. Maya Neko, also a newcomer here, and the 48, a rather outdated car compared to the 296, but still capable. And Leon JHK, who unfortunately is stopped in the truck right now. Another returning face, as we have a new fast lap here. It's Jordan Brunch. Actually, no, scratch that. It's Moritz Hiccup. Moritz Hiccup picking up where they left off last season with a 1:30.105. However, we'll see if the times get any faster as the rain lets up. Meanwhile, oh, Moritz Hiccup gets super sideways there. We'll see who else is about to set a lap time here. Maya Neko going down Corkscrew. who overshoots it a little bit. Very tricky in these conditions. 15 minutes left in the session. And about maybe in 10 minutes, the rain is about to let up, so we might see some faster times here. We'll have to see how it turns out. Nevertheless, Mayaneko coming to the penultimate corner. It gets on the sausage curb, so they actually, no, just on the curb, so they unsettle the car. Now, this 90-degree left-hander is such a slow corner compared to the rest of the circuit. As you see, Amethysta right behind them. See what lap time they get. It's going to be a 133.645. Meanwhile, Amethysta VTuber gets a 131.697, so that is them into fourth. We'll see who else is about to set a time here. Take a look at Riska Kyoso. Riska Kyoso sets a 139.52. It's an improvement, but however, it's not enough to jump Durabunch nor Vtracc. We could take a look at Rylan, who did it 132.355, so the leading AM class driver in the BMW. Meanwhile, Akito Asuzagawa sets the fastest lap time of it, 129.545, so a huge jump from Vtracc. So Akito definitely has that setup dialed in. So at the moment, the leaderboard is as follows. Akito Asuzagawa at the top at the moment in pole position. Vtracc second. Jordan Brunch, the leading silver driver, in third. Riska Kyoso in third. Ivano Chensoi in fifth, Amethysta VTuber in sixth. Rylan in seventh, and Mayaneko in eighth. The rest have not set a valid time yet. Whether that is down to actually going out and setting a lap time, or their lap times were just invalid. Let's take a look at Ryoma Kirihara, who is in a new ride today for this season. Teamed up with a Technoburst racing team. So it'll be interesting to see how they get along with their new digs. They're about to set a lap right now to put in a banker lap. As we take a look at the leaderboard, it looks like, I believe Rylan has jumped. Actually, no. Rylan has jumped Ivano on the leaderboard. However, in iMetric Zanes is the new entrant with a 134.297. We'll see what Kirihara has to offer here. That's going to be a 1 minute 33 second 0.25 for the Technoburst racing driver. I'll take a look at Amethysta VTuber, who is on a fast lap. However, that lap is invalid, so we unfortunately have to go to someone else for that now. So let's go take a look at Rylan, the new entrant for the season. Rylan just, nearly getting off track there. Able to save it. Meanwhile, Riska Kyoso has gotten close to getting the pole time. Rylan goes a little bit wide in the corkscrew. However, Riska Kyoso has gotten just a bit closer to that pole position. However, whether half a second is close to you, it's up to your own interpretation. But nevertheless, he is sort of sneaking up on Akito, as Rylan's lap will be invalidated here. So we'll just have to look for another driver here on a fast lap. Ryoma Kirihara is one of those drivers. Ryoma Kirihara 2 seconds and 7/10 up on their best time. So this is going to be a big jump for them. Goes over the curb there and settles the car, and we have the Nissan GTR of Ryoma Tatsuyama, I believe, in the way. Hopefully that does not hinder Ryoma Kirihara's qualifying time here. Looks like they might be able to get the draft, so maybe it'll help even. And that's going to be a 1 minute 34.65. So they jump into 6th place. Third in the silver standings, as I think we've missed Amethysta VTuber get on pole for silver class. We have. It's 134.50 for the German VTuber. So a great result so far with half of the session gone. Half of the session to go. It looks like the times are improving as the track gets drier and drier. And Amethyst is still improving here. Might even jump more tick up in the overall standings. We'll take a look here. And oh my goodness, Amethyst the VTuber goes second overall. Amazing job from them as they post a 129.952, jumping Riska, Kyoso, and Moritsuka. So if the result stands, actually no, the result will not stand because Riska Kyoso says a 129.640 and is so close to stealing that pole time away from Akito Suzugawa. Riska Kyoso, I believe that's the last of the qualifying laps for this stint. So we will take a look at Akito Suzugawa, who is about to further improve on his lap time. Yes, he will. It's going to be 128.817. So a huge gap between him and Riska Kyoso. He's going to import his lap time as well. Let's take a look at Moritsuka. See if Moritz has anything to answer with. Psycho Kaiza has an answer to the top 3 with a 129.652. So pretty close for second place. However, first place is a whiles forwards. It's going to take a lot of effort from these top 2, from these rest of the top 2, I believe. So third, second, and third to even have a shot at pole here. Might get it at the end of the session here with the rain letting up as Ryoma Tateyama's in a way, and Psycho Kaiza makes contact with Ryoma Tateyama, so that's definitely going to hinder his qualifying time. So he's going to go and abort this lap and go back to the pits. Riska Kyoso makes his way past with no harm, no foul. So everybody except Lucas Lichten has set a qualifying time as Moritz Hiccup gets a 129.167. So somebody's just a little closer to Akito. We'll take a look at the rest of the grid. Rylan with a 130.737, though, is able to jump to the pole position of the AM class. Ryoma Kirihara also on an improved lap here. We'll see what they get. They're right behind, I believe that is the 12 car of DJ Overdrive in the AM class. Ryoma Kirihara up to third position, so third overall and first in silver with a great time here. Take a look at Ivano. Will definitely want to improve their lap time here. Ivano will improve. Give me a second to will improve on that lap time. We'll take a look at the rest of the grid for the moment. Riska Kyoso also improving on his lap time, but it won't be enough. Well, actually, it might be just enough to jump into the top 3 spots. Ivano Shenso with a great lap. It'll be enough to jump Ryoma Kirihara, but not Ivano Shensoi. So Riska Kyoso will be in the 4th position behind the AM class pole sitter. Take a look at more tick up of ZC. I believe that's Faro Okami on the side of the road. Moritsuka makes a big mistake there. As we see, Lucas Lichten is actually out on track. Last season's champion in a Pomu car. We are Pomu. Celebrating Pomu's graduation, I believe. So with 5 minutes left in the session, this might be the best time for Lucas to get out on track with the rain letting up. We'll take a very, very concentrated look at Lucas Lichten because the storyline is switching from the most powerful car, the 720S2, the NSX, which has not been able to get any fame here in the Vtracc challenge. We'll see if Lucas Lickton is able to push that car into victory like he did so many times last season. I believe it's going to be super close between him and Akito Suzukawa, and maybe even Moritz Hiccup, seeing how Moritz Hiccup's pace has definitely improved a ton throughout last season. So now rounding at the final corner, I believe this will be the start of the first lap. However, Lucas Lickton has 2 cars ahead of him, 2 lap traffic cars. See how quickly he catches up to them. So down to the dreaded hairpin. We'll see what last season's champion has to offer here. I believe that is Ryoma Tatsuyama in the GTR and Saiko Kaiza in the number 42 Aston Martin Vantage. The Nissan. Now the Pumbo car just sort of waddling around in the rain. Of course, very relevant to honor VTubers in the Vtracc challenge, as Ryoma Tatsuyama's off and really makes contact with Lucas Lickton. That was really close. Thankfully, no harm, no foul there. Through that corner very cleanly. This just looks like a really good fast lap. We'll take a look at the timing and scoring right now. However, the first lap is rarely the fastest. At the moment, your top 3 are Akito, Moritz, and Ivano. Ivano with a great qualifying session so far. Now running out the final corner, we'll see what Lucas Lickton has to offer here. Going to be at 1:29.015, so a second off. Well, actually, no. 7/10 off the leader at the moment. But there'll definitely be an improvement as the tires get up to pressure and the track starts to dry up a little bit, as you see the track conditions are now damp. So definitely the track conditions are going to get a lot faster from here on out with these final 3 minutes. So it's going to be a mad dash to the finish here. So already a pretty intense qualifying session. 16 VTubers just really battling it out to get the fastest lap time here to get their perfect start to the Corkscrew V-Prix, as Akito Suzukawa is also on a tear here, looking at the Delta, but we'll take a look at Lucas Lickton still. Now going up the hill, leading up to the Corkscrew. Good corner there. Gets enough of the runoff there. Now up the hill, and there you go, onto the Corkscrew there. Slow and steady, making sure not to upset the car, get the rear tires lit up after the rainy curve. This might not be enough to get pole, but we'll see if it's able to challenge Moritz for the second spot to start on the front row, which might be preferable either way for Lucas. See here, ooh, that's half a tenth. I mean, that's a tenth that he proved on that final corner. We'll see if it's enough, and it's enough to jump Moritz Hiccup for the second spot. So it's going to be 1:28.645, 4/10 off of Akito Suzukawa. We'll take a look at Risuke Kyosu, who is also improving on his lap time. And in the rear of that Audi, just a little loose. Loose is fast though, as if you ask a few drivers here. It's up 5/10. That's a huge improvement. 7/10 even. Ooh, actually might have been just going too hot into the final corner. So losing maybe a little bit of time. However, it's still going to be a big improvement. That's going to be a 1:28.742 from the Mirai United VTuber Racing Team driver. We'll take a look at the rest of the grid. Our Okami is on setting their best lap time of the session at the moment. Minute to go. So these laps will be the final few laps of the session. Faro Okami do here. It looks like Faro might be able to jump to a pretty good spot here in the AM class. Yes, indeed. That will be a 132.667. Not enough to jump any drivers in for any spots, but it's a good improvement nonetheless. As you see, Psycho Kaiza jumped to the front row with a 128.635, and Akito Suzugawa got a 127.942. So Akito was flying here. So we must have missed that. But Psycho Kaiza and Ryoma Kirihara to the front row. Silver driver second overall. Amazing job from the Technoburst Racing Team driver. Amidst the VTuber also on a flying lap here. As this session draws so close, so these will be the final few laps. Reska Kyoso crosses the line, not able to improve on his lap time, so he'll be 6th overall. 5th in the pro class, actually last in the pro class, so he'll want to improve on that. You know, Amethyst rounds the final corner. We'll see what they have to do here. Looks like this will be a pretty good improvement. Might be able to jump Ivano for the silver 2nd position overall, and yes, they do. 7th overall and 2nd in silver. We'll take a look at the rest of the grid. Ivano Shensoi might be able to jump Amethista if this pace keeps up. Want to ride low, but not too low to scrape and just scrape on the bumps. So you see here, this will be enough to get 2nd position in the silver class. Actually, no, loses a lot of time on the straight. So that will be still 3rd in the silver class. Take a look at Lucas Lichten, who is also on his final lap. Loses a lot of time on the final corner and is aborting that lap time. Now Ryoma Kirihara is into the pits, the pole sitter for the silver class, and Akito Suzugawa, the pole sitter for the overall grid. My goodness, give me a bit to catch my breath because what a qualifying session that was. So new for this season are the addition of 2 25-minute races. So a dash to the finish. We'll see if it affects anybody's mentality here from last season. So 2 races, I believe. Reverse grids for the top 10. I will need to check though. So for everybody used to the old format. So all events will feature a 25-minute races back-to-back, with the exception of the 60-minute finale at Suzuka, which will have a required pit stop for tire change. So no reverse grids. However, despite that, if you have a bad race in the first race, you're gonna have a second chance in the second race. However, with it being a sprint race, maybe these drivers will have a much bigger sense of urgency coming to each round. So with the cars coming off of the hydraulic jacks, trying to get all those tires warm as possible, take you through the grid as it stands at the moment. So Akito Suzugawa qualifies overall on the pole position. And meanwhile, we have Ryoma Kirihara in the 2nd position for Technoburst Racing. A great result for the silver class driver. So 1st in silver and 2nd overall as they struggle to get off the grid. Psycho Kaiza 2nd in pro and 3rd overall. Lucas Lichten in 4th. Moritz Sikip in 5th. And Reska Kyoso, the last of the pros, in 6th. Amidst the VTuber 2nd in silver in 7th. Then we have Ivano Chensoi, Jordan Brunch for Team Iris, and an M15 BMW M4. Then we have the pole for the M class, DJ Overdrive, a great result for him in the 10th position for Team Grip Runners. Then we have Rylan, Imetric Zanes, Leon JHK, one of the returning drivers, Maya Neko, Baru Okami, and Ryoma Kirihara, who sort of jumped their spot on the grid. However, I'm sure that's gonna sort itself out. So let's get ready for a very, very intense race here at the Corkscrew V-Prix. for the Vtracc challenge, presented by tracc.eu and powered by the Sim Grid. You see here your pole sitter overall, Akito Suzugawa, trying to get any heat into those tires. Though with the track being damp, the track drying up, you might see people diving to the pits even in a 25-minute race. We'll see what strategy comes up. We'll see if anybody's on the slick tires, actually. Might be enough to be on the slicks, honestly. Will anybody be brave? 25 minutes, it might be useful to stay on the slicks, because a pit stop, a wrong pit strategy may completely cost you your race in such a short time, as they go double file for the start here. There you go. My heart is pounding. I'm sure the VTubers here, their heart is pounding as well. Akito starting on the inside, Ryoma Kirihara on the outside. Ryoma Kirihara, remember, they are first in silver, so the silver driver starting out in front. Oh, Kirihara looks very, very anxious, jumping Akito on the start here. Don't want to do that for the start, or else you get a big penalty. As Ryuma Tateyama gets a little shaken up here. Everybody just needs to sort of get bunched up here for the Corkscrew V-Prix. We'll see how the start ends up here. Ryoma Kirihara needs to sort of get caught up here. Green flag is out. Akito Suzugawa gets a great start here. Ryoma Kirihara 3 wide, oh my goodness, 3 wide. That is Psycho Kaiser dumped to the inside of Lucas Lichten. Lucas Lichten prevails, gets in the second spot. Ryoma Kirihara losing a lot of spots overall. As you see, Reska Kyoso nearly makes contact with Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara just avoids contact there, however, it drops to 6th overall and is getting challenged by Amethysta and loses the lead of silver even. The Amethysta, makes contact, so the silver leaders make contact. Oh my goodness! Amethysta gets forced off wide. Fortunately, they are not like sent sideways, so that'll be very, oh my goodness, and Rylan and JHK, it's a huge kerfuffle here at the start of the race. Imetric Zanes is off, I believe that was Rylan. I saw Leon JHK get involved in a carnage there. Leon JHK, oh my gosh, we need to take a look at that, what happened here. Let's take a look from Leon JHK's point of view. We see Amethysta going off wide. Rylan up in front. Oh, Leon JHK just misses their braking point and gets into Rylan. And then touches Faru Okami, sends them around, however, they just get in a half spin. Oh my goodness, Leon JHK must be feeling really bad about that, as they have a lot of damage, and I believe they have actually retired from the race. Unfortunately for them. So meanwhile, at the front of the field, we have Akito Suzugawa leading the first lap of the race. We have Lucas Lichten following right behind. Psycho Kaiser, and Moritz Zuckup, and Reska Kyoso. Meanwhile, in the silver class, we have Chen Soy, with Jordan Brunch following just closely behind. Take a look at the silver class battle here. The biggest loser of the race has to be Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara, unfortunately, just lost so many spots from the starting position of 2nd. Meanwhile, in the AM class, DJ Overdrive with a huge gap to Maya Neko. We have a yellow flag somewhere. I believe that's, yes, Rylan. Actually, my mistake, Leon JHK is not retired. I believe that was just a glitch in the broadcasting. The Ryoma Tateyama there, and Faru Okami, actually, no, that is Rylan in 14th. And Faru Okami in 15th. Imetric Zanes in the pits must have a lot of damage. As Akito Suzugawa goes wide, that's going to give Lucas Lichten a chance to catch up and battle for the overall lead. A lot to take track of here. As Psycho Kaiser gets the best lap of the race here with a 1:26.157. Everybody looks like they're on the slick tires for now. Take a look at the battle for the silver class lead, with Jordan Brunch trying to hold off another BMW stallmate of Ivano Chensoy. Chensoy just looking to the outside, looking to the inside, trying to get past that big, beautiful rear of that M4 driven by the Scottish Minister of Defence. Meanwhile, Ryoma Kirihara wants to redeem themselves from that terrible start they had. Who knows, maybe they are on the wet tires. Chensoy is close to making a move here. We'll see coming to the corkscrew. This might be kind of risky for them. Yes, oh my gosh, what a move. We just missed that because of the camera angle, but oh my goodness, no! Chensoy gets spun! Oh my goodness. What heartbreak. We have to take a look at the replay. The Chensoy gets a great run coming up through the corkscrew up the hill. Jordan Brunch is trying to cover the inside, trying to cover the outside. Chensoy just gets a great braking here. And then Jordan Brunch, oh my goodness, just cuts the corkscrew too much. And oh my goodness, Chensoy just clatters the outside wall here. Gets a lot of damage on the front end of that M4. And they are all the way back, and I believe that is the 13th position. As Jordan Brunch tries to make his move around, however, oh my goodness, both of them are demoted down to the bottom of the grid at the moment. We'll see if they'll be able to recover themselves. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the battle for the pro class. It's a pretty close battle here between Lucas Lick and Psycho Kaisa, Moritz Hiccup, and Oreska Kyoso. So we'll focus on this battle for now. Looks like in 30 minutes it will rain, however, the race will not go that long. However, it might affect the second race here, as Lucas Lichten just clips the outside curb a little bit, actually clips a little bit of the little indentation where this dirt comes in. However, it's not enough to upset his car, as we see Psycho Kaisa, one of the psychopaths of the field. Always a great driver to watch battle here between other drivers. He has to pull off against the last season's champion. Looks like Psycho Kaisa is getting ever so close to the rear of that NSX. Meanwhile, we will take... Actually, no. It's getting too close here. I was going to take a look at this lead for the silver class. However, Psycho Kaisa might be able to make a move here pretty soon. But these two better stop horsing around, because Akito Suzugawa is getting away and Moritz Hiccup is catching up. Going down the corkscrew, they are just under a blanket, these three cars. Very close for the second place for the pro class and overall. Meanwhile, I believe we have a yellow flag on the grid. That is Maya Neko, who is off the track. However, we will stay on this battle. We will take a look at the lead for the silver class between Amethysta VTuber and Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara wanting to at least get the silver class win here, just on the back of a rear-engined Porsche. Probably the two opposites of the spectrum between GT3 cars. The most traditional Aston Martin layout and the rear-engined, rear-wheel drive layout of the Porsche here. Amethysta VTuber trying to manage the rear tires, because a lot of drivers here say that they cannot deal with the rear tires wearing a lot on that car. Looks like Ryoma Kirihara has a chance here. We'll see coming up to this curve under the Mother's Bridge. Ryoma Kirihara might have a better apex and a better exit compared to Amethysta, but Amethysta just leaving Ryoma with nowhere to go with all that momentum. coming up the hill to the Corkscrew. See what Ryoma Kitihara has to pull off here. Will it be the same as Ivano on Jordan? Not yet. Oh, looks like Kitihara might have a good run here. However, just nowhere to go still. Amethysta in the way. Good battle between these two. Amethysta just having to assert their position. Right past the rain curve. Onto the penultimate corner. Ryoma Kitihara with a great run. Still nowhere to go. To the final curve. Can Ryoma Kitihara get a good run here at the exit? Oh my goodness. Gonna have to think of another way. Gonna have to think another way to enter the corners and get the momentum running here to get past the Amethysta. Not only is it a duty of a race car driver to get some fast lap times, but you also need to find out how to overtake. It's one thing to catch a driver in front, it's another to pass, and Amethysta is doing a great job of holding off the Technoburst Racing driver of Ryoma Kitihara in the silver class. Meanwhile, Moritz Hiccup actually fell behind to, I believe it, yes, Riska Kyoso. So Moritz Hiccup might have made a mistake there. We must have missed it. We'll take a look at Jordan Bunch and Ryoma Tateyama. Jordan Bunch getting past the lower class driver of Ryoma Tateyama. So Jordan Bunch still trying to climb up from his little mistake there. Ryoma Kitihara still close onto the back of, I believe that, yeah, Amethysta. Oh my goodness, how did I forget Amethysta already? As Ryoma Kitihara gets past Amethysta there, we gotta take a look at the replay. See how it all played out. Going down the inside of the Andretti hairpin, Amethysta looks like got a little bit wide there and was able to sort of snap that spot away from the Yandere Racing Team Porsche driver. So we'll take a look back at the battle for Pro, the top honors here. Those are between Saiko Kaiza, Lucas Lichten, last season's champion, and Akito Suzugawa. Akito Suzugawa's gap actually has been sort of yo-yoing. As you see, Riska Kyoso is actually having trouble catching up with these top three, and it looks like the fastest lap of the race will go to Saiko Kaiza, so Saiko Kaiza showing psycho pace with a 1:24.640. So the class leaders are as follows. Overall, leading the race at the moment, head of the field, Akito Suzugawa as, Saiko Kaiza gets on the softest curb. And then it's Ryoma Kitihara, as we just saw, taking the lead of the silver class. And then it's DJ Overdrive leading the AM class, doing a great job with a pretty big gap ahead of Leon JHK, who got involved in that lap 1 incident. Fortunately, is able to recover and is in second in AM class for that Lamborghini stable, as Saiko Kaiza goes off. Pushing a bit too hard, maybe. You gotta push really hard, though, because there's only 12 minutes left. It's not a 60-minute race like last season. Take a look at the rest of the battle. He's here. We have Rylan up against Faro Okami. Excuse the little technical difficulty we have here with the leaderboard. It shows no name for Rylan. Unfortunately, Rylan does have a name. Just Assetto Corsa Competizione does not want to give them a name. But there they are in the number 38 BMW M4. I believe this is going to be 4th in class for AM. So it's between Faro Okami and Rylan in the number 38 car. So Rylan, the new entrant in the... Ooh, Rylan goes off wide. Oh my goodness, makes a big mistake there. It gets the car spun around wide. just got the rear tires in the dirt, and it's just, you know, it's gone. No grip on that dirt, as Maya Neko has to avoid the car that has to rejoin. Meanwhile, Ryoma Tateyama got passed by Ivano Chensoi for overall in the class. Meanwhile, Faro Okami... Oh, Faro Okami makes a mistake too! Oh my goodness, what is going on here? So it looks like Maya Neko will take 3rd spot away... Actually, no. Excuse me. 4th spot away overall. As Psycho Kaiza... Oh my goodness, Psycho Kaiza made a huge mistake here! Oh my... No, what's going on here? Oh my goodness, just gets into the sausage crib, goes out wide to the sand pit, oh, and hits the outside retaining tire barrier. That is tough luck for the Technoburst Racing driver, who had such great pace, and has a lot of damage in that front end of the advantage, and just has to sort of survive the rest of the race. 10 minutes, not enough time to sort of recover, as Moritz Hiccup is in the pits. Not sure what's going on with them. But they are in the pits. Are they on the wet tires? Has those wet tires just given up? There's no mandatory stop, remember, in these 25-minute races. So already, some really big drama, as we see at the head of the field. It's Akito Suzugawa, but there's Lucas Lichten just stalking him in the background. You know, DJ Overdrive looks like he is at the back of Jordan Brunch, so the leader of the AM class, trying to battle a silver class driver here. DJ Overdrive doing a great job here. These are not for overall points, however. You still want to get as many positions as you want. Get as much gap between you from the next AM class driver, as it looks like Leon JHK has set their best lap time of the race. Personal best. DJ Overdrive, however, has actually, yes, the best lap time of the AM class drivers with a 1:27.395. The next fastest lap time for the AM class is a 1:27.660. So DJ Overdrive doing a fantastic job here. Oh, hats off to them. See if there's any more battles that are going on. Actually, it looks like Mara Okami might be able to take that 4th spot back from Maya Neko after that big mistake they made at the Corkscrew. With 8 minutes 40 to go. Not a lot of time to make your moves now. Half of the race is already gone. As you see the overall leaders coming up to lap the AM class drivers. You see Akito Suzugawa. We'll see how this will end up here. Akito Suzugawa flashing the lights. We'll see if Faro Okami obliges. Faro Okami going to the outside in the rainy curve. Faro Okami will make it easy for Akito. Actually, Faro goes off wide. Oh my goodness. Pretty close there between Lucas and Faro. Faro, of course, has their own race to race. However, you gotta remember how much time you lose battling with a pro class driver when you're trying to catch another driver in your same class. So it's very, it's very conflicting, as we have a battle here for the overall, the silver class lead, again, between Ryoma Kirihara and Amethysta. Amethysta maybe found a bit of pace again in that Porsche. Is able to catch up to Ryoma Kirihara. Silver class is giving us a lot of thrills and a lot of spills, too. As it looks like Lucas Lichten has lost a bit of gap to the leader, so this is your closest battle at the moment. Let's go on board with Amethysta. You hear those rear tires just screaming out for help. That's just the way that the Porsche rolls. The Porsche might be the best here in the sprint conditions, though. The track temps 29 degrees, air temp 36 degrees track. So we'll see if it affects the rear tires on that Porsche. However, it looks like it is treating Amethysta fine so far. We're worried about the tire temps at the beginning of the race. Looks like they have lost a little bit of time to Ryoma Kirihara. So Ryoma Kirihara just holding on to that Superclass lead at the moment, with 6 minutes to go in the race. Ryoma Kirihara goes wide a bit there. Take a look at Amethysta. Actually, Amethysta set their best lap time of the race. 1:25.877. Gotta get that wheel so turned to the left there to get through the Andretti hairpin. Gets the dirt a bit there. In second gear there. Ooh, it makes a little wiggle there. Shifting to third. I'm gonna break at the 2-meter board. At the 2-number board. 2 meters. That would be a very short braking distance. And make sure not to clip the sausage grip on the inside here. Very easy to do so. And then down to the Corkscrew. Is that a yellow flag on the circuit? As I mentioned Zanes, we will still take a look here at the battle for the silver class lead. We will actually pull away from this a little bit, as it looks like Lucas Lichten was able to pull that gap back to Akito Suzukawa, so Akito having to go through traffic might have slowed him down a bit, so it's between the 2 top drivers of the field today. Those are Lucas Lichten and Akito Suzukawa. Akito Suzukawa having to get past Ryoma Tateyama in the GTR. Ryoma Tateyama third in the AM class. So looks like Ryoma will be able to give that position pretty nicely. Oh my goodness, Lucas Lichten makes a huge dive. Oh my goodness, that was really brave, as Ryoma Tateyama gets a little sideways into the Corkscrew, thankfully saves it. But oh my goodness, Lucas Lichten was really looking to make a move there to get any position, any gap he can to Akito Suzukawa. Maybe that's why he's the champion, but also might be really risky if it was anybody else. What a dive that was. That might be the move of the race. As you see, Lucas Lichten is ever so closer to the number 56 driver of Akito Suzukawa. Akito wanted to get another win etched to his name here. However, Lucas Lichten is so close. Lucas Lichten is very close, even closer coming here at the end of the first sector. That Pomu NSX for Team Iris making moves here. Backing out as far wide as it can to get all the momentum here. Flashing the headlights, trying to distract Akito as much as he can. Meanwhile, we have 2-lap cars of Ivano Chensoy and Leon JHK there. Leon JHK second in the AM class. Those drivers might let these 2 drivers by easily, as oh my goodness, Lucas Lichten has the advantage of the braking for Corkscrew. Actually might have intimidated Akito there. So now they are side by side in the rainy curve. However, Lucas Lichten is on the outside. We'll see if he ducks down to the inside and gets the momentum back. Oh, they made contact. Oh my goodness. Side by side once again. This is neck and neck. This is a touring car race, not a GT car race. As Lucas Lichten looks to the outside, trying to get the momentum. And Akito is going to get the run off the exit. No, Lucas Lichten has it on the straight. It's going to be neck and neck here. If this was the finish, it would be a photo finish. Oh my goodness, they nearly made contact. The very narrow front stretch here. As Lucas Lichten gets the inside for the Andretti hairpin. We'll see if Akito has any other... Yes, he does. He has an answer to Lucas Lichten. What a move from Akito Suzukawa. This is a battle for the ages here. They're just going back and forth. We'll see how they'll deal with the lap traffic up ahead. But at the moment, what a battle, just going back and forth. These 2 drivers just so close, touching door handles sometimes. But thankfully, they are keeping it clean. Now to run up through the corkscrew on the second sector of the circuit here. This is where Lucas Lichten got it done last time. We'll see if he has the braking ability this time around. With just a minute to go, this might be the final lap of the race. So it's going to be down to a last lap pass here. Oh my goodness, nearly gets in the rear. Oh my god, it gets into the rear of Akito Suzugawa. Oh my gosh. Already the 2024 season getting up to an explosive start with the first race here. Leon JHK gets out of the way. Lucas Lichten, this is where he got it done last time around. Oh, just gets a little wide there. Oh, Lucas Lichten not very happy with Akito Suzugawa. Akito having to fend him off as much as he can. This will be the final lap of the race with only 36 seconds left. Might have forced him off wide there. That'll be for the steward to see. However, it's just hard racing in my eyes. Akito blocking on the outside. Oh my gosh. Makes contact with his rear. Just boops the rear of that 296. It's getting tense here. It's getting cagey. Mayaneko is in the pits. However, at the moment, that's not what we're focusing on at the moment. Lucas Lichten still has a chance here at the win here. We'll see. They have the better braking ability here into the corkscrew. Doesn't want to get into the rear of that 296 though. Akito is hanging on. Akito is hanging on to Rainy Curve. Meanwhile, we have Reisuke Kyoso there just sneaking in behind just in case these two do crash and make a big mistake. But it looks like Lucas Lichten might not be able to gain any more time on Akito Suzugawa. Akito Suzugawa might be able to hang on here. Yes, he will. Akito is going to be the first winner of the season. Akito takes the checkered flag for the Corkscrew V-Prix. Lucas Lichten will have to go home second. And Reisuke Kyoso in third for the pro class. What a battle. Meanwhile, Ryoma Kirihara is able to clear Amethysta and is able to take the first win in the silver class for the first race of the season. First of two races here. So Ryoma Kirihara crossing the line. Now DJ Overdrive. At the leader at the M class for now. Looks like Leon JHK has crossed the line. So Leon JHK is going to be second in M and Ryoma Tateyama in third. So a great result for Ryoma Tateyama actually. And oh my goodness. DJ Overdrive actually overshoots that corner. However, no threat from behind, so he can sort of make mistakes if he wants. However, not really what you want to do is to sort of put it into the tire barrier when you have another race to go. In real life, at least. In the game, you get a new car, so. But yes, DJ Overdrive is your winner in the AM class. A great result for him. Definitely what he needed. And he will flash the lights celebrating. Great result from the Grip Runners driver. So Akito Suzugawa, your winner overall in the pro class. Lucas Lichten in second. Reisuke Kyoso in third. Saiko Kaiza in fourth. And Ryoma Kirihara is the winner in silver. Amethysta VTuber. Then the winner in AM, DJ Overdrive. 8th is Amano Chensoi. 9th is Moritz Hiccup. 10th is Leon JHK. Ryoma Tatsuyama in 11th. Rylan in 12th. Baro Okame 13th. Mayaneko in 14th. And I Metric Zanes in 15th. Might have missed Jordan Bunch there, actually. Not sure where Jordan Bunch has finished. But what a race. But now the second race starts in just a few moments. And I just realized I had a qualifying on for the whole race. So that is very, very embarrassing. But thankfully, I'll have it on for the second race. But an instant classic there for the Vtracc challenge. As we will wait for the start of the second race. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Just a few moments. We are back with the second race of the first round at the Corkscrew V-Prix. As you can see, it is pouring rain here, so a very different race from last time out. Looks like the weather has caught up to us. So if you forgot your qualifying standings, here they are. So at the moment, it was Akito Asuzugawa at the front of the field, then Ryoma Kirihara. Saiko Kaiser has another chance in the third position. Lucas Lickett will have to make his way back up in fourth. Moritz up in fifth. Resuka Kyoso, another driver, will have to make up a lot of positions in sixth. Memphista VTuber in seventh. Ivano Chensoi in eighth. DJ Overdrive in ninth. Rylan in 10th. Imetric Zanes in 11th. Leon JHK in 12th. Maya Neko in 13th. Ryoma Tateyama will have to make up a lot of time in 14th. It looks like Maya Neko's in the pits. And 15th is Faru Okami. We have lost Jordan Brunch, I believe, so only 3 drivers here in the silver class today. For the moment, at least. So now it's a completely different race here. See if anybody has remembered to put on the wet slicks for today. So will Ryoma Kirihara be able to hold on to that second position this time round? Another 25-minute race, another hectic start, and another chance for a lot of these drivers to redeem themselves if he made a big mistake. Let's see if Akito is able to do it for another time round. Look at the helicam here. Our reliable helicopter pilot, always giving us the best shots of the track. See Ivano Chensoi for something. Oh, Mythos the VTuber got off a bit wide there. So now going double file for the start here. This time will be way different as Ryoma Kirihara goes ahead of themselves there. Hopefully we'll be able to, oh, it actually might have been a bit everybody's fault there, but no harm, no foul, just the start of the race. Everybody's nerves getting to them. But how much different will it be this time, especially with the weather? However, it's going to get a lot drier. Will people be able to get onto the slicks? Will it be enough to affect the outcome of the race? We will see. Race 2 about to get underway here. Everybody needs to grit up here. Waiting for the green flag to come out. And there it is. Akito Suzugawa out in front once more. We'll see how everybody gets along here. 3 wide already. Ryoma Kirihara is able to clear everybody for this hang on to that second spot. Moritz Hiccup making a huge gain here at the start. And looks like Lucas Lichten has to hang on to the outside against Psycho Kaisa in the wet. Oh, this is very, very hectic indeed. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the rest of the field. Amethys the VTuber out in front in silver, able to hold off Ivano Chensoi, and DJ Overdrive making a big run here in the AM lead. We'll take a look back at the lead here. Akito Suzugawa goes wide. Oh my goodness, goes really wide in the dirt. Oh my gosh. It rejoins. Very close to hitting a Moritz Hiccup there, but loses the lead. And now Ryoma Kirihara had a bad start in race 1. Now the best start ever in race 2 is in the lead overall in the silver class. What a great start. What a drive at the moment. However, how long will they be able to hang on as Moritz Hiccup has to hang on to that second spot against Psycho Kaisa, with Lucas Lichten hungry for a win here. He is rubbing his hands together, seeing Akito behind him. Now he can make moves. However, Akito is hungrier as he makes a dive to the inside. A lot of battles going on here. And it looks like, oh my goodness, I believe it's Faro Kami off on the background. Looks like Lucas is going to try to dive to the inside of Psycho Kaisa. Will Psycho Kaisa be able to hang on the outside? As, oh my goodness, Akito makes another mistake. Akito is just going off wide over and over again. Maybe he's caught off by the wet conditions here as he slots in behind Riska Kyoso. Meanwhile, Ryoma Kirihara is in the lead, making some good time here. However, when, oh my goodness, Akito Suzugawa just goes from bad to worse. From first in race 1 to now 8th overall in race 2. Having to make up a lot of spots here now. Through Chensoi and Amethys the VTuber, people who are oh my goodness, actually Amethys the VTuber goes wide again, so it's a battle here in the silver class 2. So Ivano Chensoi has a chance here to recover from that unlucky incident as Ivano goes out wide as well, so that'll give Akito a chance to get past here. Take a look back at the head of the field. Looks like Moritz Hiccup is able to catch up to Ryoma Kirihara. So 2 dragons battling it out here. Fire-breathing dragons just battling it out, making sure who is the fieriest. We see Akito in the background of the picture, getting past Amethyst the VTuber, Amethyst the leader of the silver class, around the outside. And Lucas Lipton just stalking so much in the background of Moritz Hiccup. Looks like Lucas Lipton is going to get to the back of the Hiccup Racing Team, Hikara Racing Team, McLaren, as Akito is actually still stuck at the back of Amethyst the VTuber there. So already a lot of difficulties for Akito. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Akito is still stuck, or might be able to do it here in this turn. Amethyst is defending for all that they've got. However, Akito will make the move here. Doesn't go off wide. Well, wait a minute, because Amethyst has the inside here. Will this work? This is a really, really dangerous corner to do it in. It works out, but Devano Chensoi is right there, able to take the lead of the silver class. Oh my goodness, what a move, coming down into the corkscrew. On the brakes. Oh, gets close to Akito, however, takes the lead of the silver class so cleanly. What a move by Chensoi. However, Amethysta is back in the action. Chensoi gets loose with all the rain on the track, and Amethysta is able to get around the outside. What a move! And Amethysta hangs on to that first position in silver. What a well, actually, no, not first position in silver, because guess who's in front still? It's Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara driving like a pro driver at the moment, because wow, they are able to hang on to that first spot. However, Lucas Lipton is coming pretty fast, as he's gotten around Moritz Hiccup. And now, take a look back at Akito Osakawa, who has to make up a lot of time here. Somebody got into the sand here. I believe that was Psycho Kaiza. Yes, it was Psycho Kaiza. So already a lot of drama here as Leon JHK goes off wide. Still battling for second position in the silver class between Amethysta VTuber and Ivano Chensoi. Ivano Chensoi, oh my goodness, will this work? Looks like Chensoi backs off and lets Amethysta have this corner for now. But Chensoi has the pace to get around. It's evident, it's clear. Meanwhile, for the battle, oh my goodness, what's happened to DJ Overdrive? Looks like it's between Rylan and Zanes. So Zanes, from a really, really unfortunate first race to leading the AM class, Zanes is up in front. Rylan also had a pretty bad race 1, but is really doing well in race 2, and DJ Overdrive is on the back foot in 3rd position. Meanwhile, Psycho Kaiza on the back of Riska Kyoso. Isn't able to do anything here. Take a look back here in the AM class. Looks like iMetric Zane's made a mistake. What's happened here? You can see DJ Overdrive and Rylan right behind. Might have happened somewhere. Yes, right here. Just goes up too wide here and gives the position to Rylan. Ooh, even goes into dirt a second time. Gives away the position to Rylan and DJ Overdrive. So from 1st to 3rd, not really what you want to do here. But at the moment, Rylan is now in the lead. Ryoma Tateyama also going off wide there. And we have a battle for the overall lead, so it's Lucas Lipton and Ryoma Kirihara. Oh, Ryoma Kirihara goes off wide in the corkscrew. That will give Lucas Lipton a chance to go around. And Lucas Lipton is now your leader. After having to battle so hard with Akito, now has a shot at the top spot. And now Ryoma is under threat from a lot of the pro drivers now. Moritz Hiccup. Oh, Moritz Hiccup goes over the curb there. But Moritz Hiccup now attacking the superclass leader of Ryoma Kirihara. Meanwhile, we'll take a look back at 2nd place for AM class between iMetric Zanes and DJ Overdrive. DJ Overdrive having to fend off the McLaren driver. DJ Overdrive might not be able to adapt to the wet conditions so far. Rylan in the lead. Doing a great recovery drive from last race. Oh, iMetric Zanes goes off very wide. Not able to break in the sand there. Gets into the dirt, so DJ Overdrive is able to comfortably chase down Rylan for that AM class lead. Meanwhile, we'll go back to second overall for that battle. We have Moritsika actually getting very close to Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara, actually gets forced to the outside, and Moritsika is able to slip on by. Dragon on dragon action here. As Resuka Kyoso is the next to sort of satiate his appetite here, as Moritsika goes wide, spins, hits the tire barrier. Oh my goodness, not again. Moritsika, unfortunately, will have to goes into the pits. Unfortunately for them. What a big mistake. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say big mistake because it can happen to anybody, but just what a costly mistake. And just retires from the race. Unfortunate for the number 34 Hikari Racing team. Meanwhile, Akito Suzugawa has gotten around Psycho Kaiza. Meanwhile, Resuka Kyoso still trying to find a way around the super class leader of Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara hanging on as much as they can. Kirihara might have gone a little bit too hot on the brakes there. Gives the position to Resuka Kyoso. Ooh, now they're side by side. Actually, Ryoma Kirihara is able to keep that spot for now. Hanging on by a thread. However, Resuka Kyoso will be able to get past it. Now the track conditions have dried off. We'll see who dives into the pits first. Well, anybody dive into the pits, actually. Might not have enough time to do it here. 15 minutes. I mean, that would be a huge loss of time. However, we'll see how bad it gets here for these wet tires. Ooh, Resuka Kyoso goes off wide a bit there on the sand. They'll give Ryoma Kirihara another chance. Meanwhile, Akito Suzugawa is catching back up. He is coming again. Meanwhile, taking a look at Faro Kami versus iMenchik Zanes here. iMenchik Zanes having to recover from that mistake that he made. Thankfully gets around and is able to make the trek on forward. Psycho Kaiza is off. And Ryoma Kirihara is in the pits. They're gonna go for the slicks. Might as well if you're so far in the lead of the silver class. And Amethyst the VTuber as well. So 2 silver class drivers in the pits, electing maybe it's enough of a good risk to get on the slicks here. Lose a lot of time. That will give the super class lead to Ivano Chensoe. Ivano Chensoe is going to stick to the wets for now. We'll see if anybody follows these 2 drivers. Looks like DJ Overdrive is going to go into the pits as well. And Leon JHK as well. So a lot of the silver and AM class drivers going in. So we'll see if any of the pro drivers blink. Lucas Lichten in the lead by 4 seconds. A pretty familiar sight if you've been watching since last season. However, Akito Suzugawa does have the pace to challenge now. But Akito Suzugawa has to get past his own teammate of Resuka Kyoso. So it's going to be a Mirai United VTuber Racing Team battle between these two, the Ferrari and the Audi. The Audi, a sight for sore eyes. I've not seen an Audi for a while. So it looks like Kirihara and Amethyst the VTuber and Leon JHK are out on the slicks. Looks like everybody's going to dive in the pits except for Lucas Lichten. Lucas Lichten will elect to stay in the pits. Will that pay off for the Team Iris Pomu driver? Psycho Kaisa also in the pits, and Ivano Chensoe dives in as well. So will Lucas Lichten end up being hung out to dry here? We'll have to see. Let's take a look at the battle off of pit road. Psycho Kaisa up ahead of Akito Suzugawa. Rylan still electing to stay out on the wet tires. Still hanging on to that AM class lead. Looking for all of the wet part of the track to cool off those just wet tires, because those wet tires can get really hot in the slick, especially with track temps in 35 degrees Celsius. That is really hot. That's going to blow through those wet tires. I wonder what Lucas Lichten is going through right now. Lucas Lichten set their best lap time of his best lap time of a 1:28.067. We'll see what the rest of the field is doing right here. So at the moment, it's only Lucas Lipton, and it looks like Kitihara. I mean, no, Kitihara has actually pit from the lead of the silver class. So Kitihara is back out on the dry tires, I believe. Akito is also back out, as is Riska Kyoso. So we're gonna have to take a look at the lap times here, as Lucas Lipton finally elects to get into the pit stops. We do see Rylan still in the lead of the AM class, second overall. However, how far will they go on those wet tires? They are going mad slow, because those tires are probably, well, really hot. They are probably melting as they go another lap here. Hunting for any part of water that is still on the track. Take a look at Lucas Lipton. Where is he coming out here? Let's take a look at the map real quick. He might have just gotten enough time, actually. I don't know. Take a look at number 13 and 56. Riska Kyoso and Akito Suzukawa might have a chance. Depends on where Lucas Lipton ends up here. He's going to end up behind 2-lap traffic cars. But Riska Kyoso and Akito Suzukawa are right there. Now Lucas Lipton will have to wait until those tires are up to pressure, up to temperature, which will be a little hard when the track's greasy. Gets around Mayaneko. Meanwhile, we see Riska Kyoso in the second position overall, trying to hunt down Lucas Lipton and get his win. Rylan's still in the lead of the M class, now in the lead overall. However, it looks like Ryoma Kitihara might be able to catch here. There is Rylan still on the wet tires. When will they pit? Now they will. Diving into the pits. Kitihara, now in the overall lead, has played that beautifully. And now they are in a very big lead, very big gap to the leaders. However, that's not going to help. That little mistake. So meanwhile, we'll take a look at Lucas Lipton and Riska Kyoso. So now Ryoma Tateyama is in the lead of the M class. However, I believe they are still on the slicks. I mean, they are still on the wet slicks. The wet tires, not wet slicks. As Riska Kyoso gets around, and Akito Suzukawa might get around soon enough as well. Ryoma Tateyama, ooh, a little bit of bumpy argy-bargy. As Akito, oh my goodness, gets into the left rear of Akito. The right rear, excuse me. So, Ryoma Tateyama obviously struggling on those wet tires. Mayaneko's around, oh my goodness. Big contact for Mayaneko into the tire barriers. A lot of damage on that front end of that 488. We'll take a look at the rest of the field so far. So it looks like Rylan might be able to hang on to the lead here. So Rylan might have played it right. Interesting. So DJ Overdrive is now 3 seconds behind Rylan after Rylan's been staying out on those wet tires for quite a while. So Rylan now has a pretty good gap to DJ Overdrive for the net lead. Well, if Ryoma Tateyama comes in. We'll see when Ryoma comes in. They are 3 seconds off from the second place and third place of the AM class drivers, so this will be pretty interesting to see here. We'll see a lap time they do here. I think it's going to be 33.480, so we'll take a look at what Rylan's doing. Actually, Rylan's still at the Corkscrew, so this is a big gap for Ryoma Tateyama. Ryoma Tateyama just has to hold on for 7 more minutes on those tires. When will they give in, however? The track temp is really high. Meanwhile, Lucas Lichten with the fastest lap of the race of a 1:25.997. So Lucas Lichten making some good progress on the race leader, Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara, you see right there, leading for Technoburst Racing. However, for how much longer? Are they still on the wet tires, is the question. Or are they just struggling with the track conditions at the moment? You know, Psycho Kaiza is able to get around Ryoma Tateyama. Ryoma Tateyama still in the lead of the YAM class by quite a bit. I believe that's about like 30 seconds, give or take 30 seconds from Rylan. However, how long will that last as Rylan keeps catching up? That's 3 seconds a lap. I'm not sure it's going to be enough for Rylan. Ryoma Tateyama might have played it really well here, and that might give Ryoma Tateyama's first win. However, the question is, will Lucas Lichten be able to catch Ryoma Kirihara and get the overall win here? As, oh my goodness, Rylan's off. Rylan made a huge off. Oh my goodness. This might give Ryoma Tateyama the win here. DJ Overdrive gets past. Let's see what happened here. We'll get on board with Rylan. Oh, just clips the inside sausage curb and just gets around here. Unfortunate for Rylan. Might have maybe had a chance at the overall, at the M class win. However, Ryoma Tateyama has probably played their cards right, and now just has to make it to the end, tiptoe on those wet tires. However, at the head of the field, it is going to be between Ryoma Kirihara, and Lucas Lichten. Lucas Lichten, the pro driver, going against the silver driver, and the pace cannot be more different as, oh my goodness, what a dive there. A big difference in pace there, as Ryoma Kirihara is forced to the outside, and Lucas Lichten takes the overall lead. What in an emphatic fashion, too. Meanwhile, we'll see that Vtracc Kyosu is able to make his way past Kirihara as well. However, Kirihara doesn't have to fret because they are still in the lead of the silver class. Meanwhile, Amethyst the VTuber getting around the AM class leader of Ryoma Tateyama. Ryoma Tateyama just taking the outside there. They know what they need to do. They just need to keep on having a clean race because they are 30 seconds clear about from DJ Overdrive. But DJ Overdrive set a his own personal best lap record of a 28.310. Vtracc Kyosu trying to get past. Yes, he has gotten past Ryoma Kirihara, so Ryoma Kirihara third overall, still first in class. So still a great result for Kirihara. However, Kirihara honestly struggling with these track conditions at the moment compared to the rest of the silver class drivers. Actually, the silver class drivers as well. We'll see how Amethyst the VTuber is able to catch here. The gap is still pretty big. However, we'll see if Kirihara has any mistakes here. Need to hang on here, not do anything silly here. Meanwhile, Lucas Lichten, no, Vtracc Kyosu has the best lap of the race. So will Vtracc Kyosu be able to catch? It's not by much, however. It's 3 seconds is a kind of a sizable gap to make up. However, anything can happen here in 3 minutes, especially with what we've seen here. Akito Suzugawa. Oh no, Chensoi has a yellow flag. It might have just gone off on the sand somewhere. We'll take a look at Tateyama, who has lost, I believe, a lot of time. Take a look here. DJ Overdrive is catching quick. However, will it be quick enough? That's 23 seconds he has to make up. In fact, maybe even more. It's 2.5 minutes to go. The Ryoma Tateyama, if they could just hang on, they've got this in the bag. Made it play their cards just right here. Chensoi about to get past. And class leader. I believe, no, that is not for position. That is Mayaneko, who is a lap down. However, take a look at the pace difference between Mayaneko and Ryoma Tateyama. Those are the wet tires and the dry tires. Especially since now the track is completely dry now. It's green. So we'll see how they... Oh, Ryland's off again. Fortunately, they are well comfortably in the 3rd position in M class. However, just not really what you want to do here. Meanwhile, take a look at Tracc.eu. Actually, DJ Overdrive is off as well. Tateyama's got this in the back. Tateyama's got this. If they can pull this off, round of applause to Tateyama. Might be driver of the race here. Driver of the day. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at Tracc.eu trying to catch up to Lucas Lichten. However, it looks like there'll be only 2 laps left here. So Tracc.eu is going to have to make a mad dash, something out of this world for the alien, challenging the world's best racers. However, maybe Lucas Lichten is too good for the alien here. We'll have to find out. Keeping an eye on the AM class battle here. Well, not the battle, but the storyline, rather. As Ryland is 24 seconds behind Ryoma Tateyama. And Ryland has already made that big mistake. However, oh, I don't know. It's not going to be enough. With them in this much time, it's not going to be enough. Speaking of not enough time, Tracc.eu might not have enough time here. This is the final lap. Makes up a lot of time there, coming into the dirty hairpin. However, it looks like Lucas Lichten is going just that bit faster. You know, we'll take a look at the 2 Technoburst Racing teammates between Ryoma Kirihara and Psycho Kaisa. Will it be team orders here? Yes, this is the final lap. Psycho Kaisa might have enough to take 4th overall. No, actually, taking it really easy with his teammate. We'll take a look at the lead here, however. Lucas Lichten still up ahead. And we'll be able to repeat what he has been doing for the past few races since last season. And that is win, win, win. Just 1 more corner to go, however. Tracc.eu is there, so need to just take it easy here. Yes, he does. He makes it. So Lucas Lichten picks up where he's left off in the number 1 car and takes the win in race 2. Tracc.eu at 2nd. Akito Suzukawa. What's happened to Akito? Psycho Kaisa, no, doesn't have enough time to make up that gap. But Akito spun. Nearly hit the pit divider, but finishes in 3rd. Psycho Kaisa will finish 4th. Kirihara wins silver in 5th. Photo finish for the Technoburst Racing drivers. Amethyst, the VTuber, will be 2nd in silver and 6th overall. Chensol in 3rd. And Ryoma Tateyama. Just a few more corners to go for Ryoma Tateyama. Here we go. Final straight here. And here we go. They see the checkered flag and Ryoma Tateyama wins in the AM class. What a storyline and what a result. Having to just hang on those wet tires. Everybody behind them making mistakes is able to keep it clean and hang on with those wet tires. Ryland finishes 2nd in AM. DJ Overdrive in 3rd. What a race. What a round in the Vtracc challenge. Oh my goodness. Lucas Lichten, your race winner here at the Corkscrew V-Prix. We'll take a look at every class winner here. Ryoma Kirihara, number 128 car. And round of applause to Ryoma Tateyama. So with that done, what a race. And 2-race format definitely showing definitely showing its strength here. Congratulations to all our winners, and just what a great first round, and I hope this really helps pick up the Vtracc challenge off the ground, and really bring up the popularity, because we would love, love, love to see every VTuber participate in this series. What a fantastic race, and we have yet another great start to another great and fantastic, exciting season. How many adjectives can I use? I don't know. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Um, Once again, next week we will have the Tracc GT Cup, I believe, and then next round will be, give me a moment, at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So once again, from everybody at tracc.eu, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the racetrack. Goodbye for now.